Thing.
Yes.
Welcome back, Screamers, to another episode of Scream Kings. How we doing tonight, fellas?
Doing great.
Swell, man. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty amazing. Thank you. Tonight, we are continuing the conversation about Black and horror, and what better way to do that than to talk about Black AF supernaturals. So tonight, we're going to talk about all of our favorites, from witches to werewolves to anything in between. Black AF supernaturals. And as usual, we have a drinking game. When you hear the word black, I don't know who picked this, but when you hear the word black, make sure that you take a sip with us, and for all your homies, all right?
Well, I just heard it.
Oh, cheers, fellas. Let's kick this off with, what are we screaming about in horror these days? Who wants to kick us off? Shalon, what did you say? Yeah, that sounds cool.
Sure, yeah, let's do it. Well, they just announced today that today or yesterday, they just announced the new Evil Dead movie coming out called Evil Dead Burn. It's not slated. Yeah, it's not slated for until 2026. But it's from the same, I think, production company that put out Evil Dead Rise and then the remake that they did back in 2013. Correct. So I'm interested to see where that's going to go. They announced it was going to be a standalone. But I don't know. I'm not that I think that every franchise needs to have some connectivity or continuity, but it would be interesting to see how and if any of these films overlap. You know, is there a collection of Necronomicons that are just out there that people don't know about? It's just happening randomly. So it'd be interesting to see where that goes.
Yeah, I wish they. Question: Is that the new? Like, did they just finally give it a title, or did they announce a new one?
They just they had announced a new one, I think, sometime last year, and then today or yesterday they announced the title for it.
Damn, Evil Dead Burn. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I agree with you. I think it'll be cool to see Ash and Mia and the last one come together. Thanks.
I rewatched it. She didn't do that bad. She was not that bad.
It's not her Ash.
She was great.
I think I was comparing her performance to other people.
I mean, Simone to say something. I was like,
I have nothing to say. Jimmy, hey brother. What? Listen, Evil Dead has a special place.
It's one of my. Nah. I love Sam Raimi. I love what he did with that.
Okay, well, Car, what are you screaming about?
Let's see. Right now, I'm really digging the trailer that just dropped from the directors of Talk to Me. They dropped a new trailer for a movie. I believe it's called Bring Her Back. I think it's called Bring Her Back, if I'm not mistaken. The trailer has that, unsettling A24 look, but I really did like Talk to Me. So I'm really interested in seeing what this was. Apparently, they was attached to direct Street Fighter, but I guess maybe they went on some doing this because Street Fighter just got a new director attached to it. But Street Fighter aside, these guys dropped the trailer for the new joint, and I think it's pretty good.
Oh, it literally dropped today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, no, I haven't seen it yet. But
it was nice.
Okay, so we need to have.
Who's your favorite Street Fighter character?
Rose.
I was always a Mortal Kombat guy. I like Street Fighter, but I was always more Mortal Kombat
because it's superior.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, I'm gonna take the reins on this because actually that was my news. Is Mortal Kombat 2 coming out? And
yeah.
obviously we just got the first look at Carl Urban as Johnny.
Yeah.
Did everybody see that?
Oh, the
Yeah.
movie.
You haven't
No,
seen
I
it,
didn't
Sean?
see that. No.
They've released like a fake movie poster of Carl Urban as Johnny Cage. So they're starting their, I guess they're starting some promo now.
Yeah.
We got the first look at him, how Johnny's gonna be looking, and that what else was it? That the movie's coming out in October this year.
Oh, nice.
And word on the street is that we'll get a teaser trailer for San Diego Comic-Con.
Nice.
So,
Hmm.
I have slight beef. There's only slight beef with the Mortal Kombat 2 movie. I can't recall the actress's name, but I don't like how they casted her as Melina in the first one, but then casted another actress in the second one because Melina's Katana's clone.
She's her clone, true, and you are right. They casted our homegirl from Chilling
Sabrina. Yeah.
No. I think she's playing a different character.
She's playing Katana.
Oh no, I'm talking about
You guys talking about the new Mortal Kombat?
Prudence is playing Jade, I think.
Yes,
Yeah, she's playing Jade. Yeah, the other girl.
We're talking about Katana and the actress who looks completely different from her who played Melina in the first movie. And in the lore, they're clones. They're not identical.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Close enough to where those two wouldn't be clones. I get it. But I'm okay with
Did
it.
y'all like the new Mortal Kombat?
I did.
Okay.
I liked it for what it was.
Yeah, for what it was.
I think the opening was probably so damn good.
That was really good.
Started the opening. I was like, oh, this is about to be a Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
And as it went on, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy supposed to be? Like, I thought he was gonna become Scorpion or something. Then at the end, spoiler, sorry,
I wonder why they gave us a brand new character.
Why did they do that?
I'm not sure why they did that, but I heard that everyone's coming back from Mortal Kombat 2. But I also read somewhere that supposedly, because they've done test screenings already of this movie, and they've been relatively good. They're saying it's definitely an improvement from the first one. But I also read that new character Cole, supposedly he's gonna have a smaller role, and supposedly he could probably die in this one. Just kill him off.
Don't do my boy Louis Tan.
I am so okay with that. Let that be the
because it just felt like he was supposed to be Johnny Cage.
Like we waited the whole movie for him to be nobody.
Johnny Cage. Yeah,
he was his own character. And I was like, okay, you're a descendant, but you're still like your own. You're not Scorpion though. Like you're your own thing. I was like, why did we need you?
This wasn't even the Mortal Kombat. I felt like it was the prequel to the Mortal Kombat.
Right.
And you know what sucks? I thought when they announced Liu Lin to play Liu Kang, I thought Liu Kang was gonna lead this, and he's just kind of there. So I was like, bummer.
I think the problem is they tried to use whatever his name is as a way to narrate the story, because sometimes when you have all these pre-existing characters, you don't want to just pick one of them to sort of lead the way. So you pick this random ass character that you create to sort of narrate the entire story. It was a fail for sure, but he wasn't relevant. He wasn't important.
I don't think it was a fail. To me,
I don't think it was a
what
fail.
I disliked was, we have to figure out what our special power is. Like, y'all wasting mad time with this. Just let them fight.
Oh, I like that part.
That's all I came to watch, is to watch these bitches fight, not find power.
See, I didn't mind them trying to do some development though. I want them to do that.
I like that.
Even with the development, it felt rushed. Even with that, it felt rushed because they were only so much time, I guess, and we didn't even get to a tournament, which I also was like, oh damn, okay, we're not even doing that. So this is like perfect for that.
Like a hot take when it comes to Mortal Kombat movies. I still think the best one is Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh my gosh,
it's so fun! It's a fun.
I love it. I love it. It is fun. It's so fun. But the best.
I agree.
Out of the three that we have,
I think so. I think the first one, for me anyway, the first one is a little bit harder to watch because I feel like it tries too hard sometimes. Whereas Mortal Kombat Annihilation, they just said, we're gonna just do it. We have all these characters.
Just throw everything in there.
Yeah.
I like Annihilation.
Sonya is one of my favorite characters. So I had a problem with how the new one looked and who they casted and what she brought to the. Oh God, yes, I hated her.
The new girl.
Oh yeah, hated the new Sonya. Yeah,
really.
I have a description of her, but I don't think it's okay to say. But
oh wait, the one in the new Mortal Kombat.
didn't like her.
That's so funny. My boy hated her. He said, "Not my Sonya Blade."
She didn't give much of.
She didn't give
anything.
Sonya. She didn't give it. Jax was great. Thank y'all for that.
Oh, Mekhi Brooks. That is what I like about it.
Yeah,
The fact that he was cast as Jax.
He was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer Annihilation Jax.
I'm so happy he's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and also the test screening said that they sidelined again all the other characters for Johnny Cage and Katana, which Katana is my second favorite character, so I'm okay. But no Sonya, no.
It's weird.
Liu Kang.
Yeah,
You know
Johnny
what?
and
But
Katana as a
sometimes-
lead, like that's kind of weird.
Give
Random
other characters a
little
chance. 'Cause
Johnny
sometimes you
Cage
get
is a
bored
lead
following
in the video games quite a bit, so it's not like Johnny Cage.
Oh, I
being
don't pay
the
attention
lead
to the
in
story in the games. I just play. So I don't know.
Mortal Kombat don't really got no story.
The games do. The newer games.
I can't vote.
I feel like they just made like when they first made Mortal Kombat, it was just a fighting game, and then like I feel like that's why it's always been hard to adapt because you can just make up any story for it.
Like Resident Evil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they didn't start to have an actual like real life story until like Deadly Alliance, right? Like the arcade games were kind of just arcade games. It wasn't until
Deadly Alliance. For me, it didn't get good until 9, 10, 11. So Mike, what are you screaming about?
So I just saw that Las Vegas in August, they're going to be opening up a year-round Universal Horror experience called Universal Horror Unleashed. So they're going to have 4 haunted houses. It's going to be Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Scarecrow the Reaping, Exorcist the Believer, and Universal Monster.
I'm sort of happy.
So I'm glad because that'll be another place you can go. You don't have to go to Orlando or California if you want to go to like get that kind of experience. And it's year round.
That's cool. Send me those details because that could be a fun hangout weekend week.
I will send that to you.
Thank you. I don't really have anything too much that I'm screaming about. I'm disappointed about Derry getting pushed back to next year.
Yeah, that's sad.
Oh wait, what?
Welcome Derry got pushed back.
Derry got pushed.
Yeah. Not sure why.
Well, you know if
why
it's completed already.
Yeah, it's done. It was coming out this year, of course.
Wait, so we're not getting to 2026? And we're finding that at the top of 2025. That is crazy.
It's supposed to come out in a couple of months, so there's that. So that's what I'm screaming about. I'm disappointed in that. I'm also screaming about you guys because it's season 3. We got all this melanin popping on the screen, talking about Black AF things, and you guys are just so awesome. So I'm super excited for that. So that's what I'm screaming about. Yeah.
Okay.
Black. Yeah. So I think it's time, guys, that we sit back and play a little fun game to continue to bond and get to know one another.
Oh my goodness, look at that face. Only a mother could know. Oof. You need to sleep, babe. Babe, you need to go to sleep.
He's fine. And he's fine.
My mother called me saying I look tired too.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the first time she said that. And I've said it to you.
Bitch, if
you're tired. All right, well, we're about to play. Let's do some horror stuff.
Let me see.
Are we about to hear more splashing? Okay.
You answered your own question.
Yep, there it is.
I just tweeted out a post with the link for the live if anybody wants to.
Oh, dope.
And before we enter this game, make sure that you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing. And our Twitch has moved to our very own special Twitch for Scream King. So find that, like, share, subscribe. All of that stuff will be in the YouTube link. And it will pop up sporadically.
Wait, so we don't have to do anything with our phone?
You do.
Oh, we do?
All right.
Oh, this looks creepy.
You ready? Are you ready to be terrified?
I'm scared.
Let's see who the real final girl is.
You know that answer, sweetie.
Press this button when everybody has joined.
going on?
Am I Patrick from SpongeBob? What is that?
No, they actually represent the 7 deadly sins.
What? Wait, where do we go? Is there
Sleep one?
Go to jackboxtv.com on your phone.
I see.
Oh.
Okay,
Follow
I
the
see. I was so
instructions on the
confused.
screen.
Okay.
So confused. Okay.
Oh, I was so confused too. I was like, were we watching this?
I'm doing.
And for those watching who will participate, you too can join along.
I'm
But make sure
sorry.
you participate. Thanks.
That's okay, Jojo. I think we were on the same.
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. It happens.
All right.
Enter the room code.
Okay, I'm putting in the room code.
I'm excited. There he be.
All right.
All right, so hit everybody's in.
Wait,
Yep.
I checked in, I think. Oh shit, murder trivia party.
Familiar with the abandoned building's history, not simply as
Murder mystery.
murder hotel. Crashing into another car and then another car when it crashed.
The infamous hotel was run by a mysterious family for several generations.
I love this.
Related news, the trivia murder party.
Sexy killer.
Sexy killer still loose. Love
This is my
that.
favorite.
I like how Sexy Killers and the We showed up.
Hell yeah.
Wow, I'm sorry.
I'm scared.
Take my, is that you or the damn game?
Oh,
This is your wake-up call. Prepare to die. Welcome to Trivia Murder Party.
Oh my
There is
God.
no social mixer in our hotel ballroom. You've been lured into a murderous game of trivia. Only one of you will survive.
Oh,
Now, survivor, better leave this hotel a glowing review online. I will not be screwed over by TripAdvisor again. All right. First question.
okay.
I don't even know what to do. So sorry. I've got this song stuck in my head. According to the Tracy Chapman song, you have a fast car. But
Oh.
what does she have?
My thing was frozen.
damn!
Oh, never mind.
Answer the question.
Oh my god, I don't fucking know.
I got this one.
I got it.
The correct answer is
No.
Ah.
Hey, you got a fast car.
the rest of you
I'm here to get out of
time
here.
for consequences.
No car.
Already?
Yeah.
Put on the
Oh,
We're at room 101.
Not
Let's see
man.
who has answered B. Type in an answer that fits this category. Everyone else will answer too.
Oh,
And
come on.
if anyone matches you, you die,
Uh-oh.
I do not like Lord of the
what was the question?
including any potential mind readers.
Remember
what
the
the
Fellowship of the
fuck?
Rings? I don't know.
Oh,
I got the Lord of the Rings.
I think I got this right.
Taymon, you shaking? What's going on?
Hey, Googling.
Stop.
I just dig it.
You about to die.
I did. I don't know any names.
I can't have that name. Anyway, wow. Skated through. Well, that's BS. Sorry for cursing.
Oh boy. Okay.
That means I'm
We
still
got-
in.
Okay.
I think it's interesting. The trivia don't got shit to do.
Remember, that players
Yeah, I
are
thought this was like horror movie.
I don't know.
Right, fast car, Lord of the Rings.
You're the opener kill. That's
still in
great.
the game.
Oh lord. Okay.
Let's keep moving. The constellation Capricornus is also known as what?
Oh,
Why did we get that question?
What the fuck?
no, wrong one. Shit. I missed it.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
I picked the wrong fucking answer.
I think I know.
You picked this.
Yes, I'm
Oh, dang.
Oh,
The rest of you who are still alive, it's time. Salutations! Welcome back to the killing room.
227.
Not 227.
This is 7
Man.
Time. The make a space in this box to hide yourself.
What?
Oh my god.
What?
Try slow breathing.
Oh, good.
Any good magic trick needs some helpful volunteers.
Me.
I'm giving you a very sharp sword.
Uh-oh.
On your device, choose a row or a column to run your sword through. I like to call this trick Abracadabra. Parry,
I
thrust,
don't like this.
ouchie.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, bro.
Sorry.
Damn.
Woo! That was brutal. I got both of them.
Wait, I got
Oh
zero
my
values.
god. This is stressful.
I play video games to escape reality. Not
It's
living.
fun though. I like it.
What is the root of suffering?
This game.
The root of suffering.
Oh.
I am just guessing.
Almost out of time. Who picked this?
Whew.
Come with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Get him.
I don't know. I'm giving Final Boy energy, man. I'm surviving.
Uh-oh, math.
Do as much math as you can before time runs out.
Oh, this.
Live long. If
Oh,
any of
shit.
them do better than you, you'll die. Let's go.
Oh, it's on the fucking. Y'all try to kill him. Just let him win.
Hey, what's going on
I
here?
got knocked out. Hold on.
I thought this would have been more fun to watch. Only time for one or two more bits of math. Looks like you were outmathed.
Michael killed you. It was Michael.
No.
This is crazy. Okay.
Saboteur.
Oh, Michael, look at you with the math.
Damn. So I'm the first one to. Okay.
You're not the first one.
Oh god. Okay.
We're here. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round.
Oh god.
Next question. What does PS stand for?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh, like in a letter. Oh, man, I can't talk. I'm dead.
Oh shit! I don't fucking know.
I know this one.
I've never heard of that.
Time's almost up.
Goodbye.
If I get this one, it's officially cheating.
Who picked this?
Oh, thank gosh.
Only a ghost got it wrong. I
Ooh.
don't like seeing that. Let's keep with theme. What is the?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, this is where I'm out.
Time's running. Who picked this?
Come on.
Follow me.
No.
Drag him.
Right.
Password. Enter a real four-letter word with your device. Make it hard to guess. If your password gets cracked, you die.
Oh. Go back, bitch.
All
It
right.
won't let me.
Time's a ticking.
Why won't it let me delete? This is cheating.
Make it up.
A four-letter word.
It wouldn't let me delete a letter.
Type one in for you. It's going to be a word that rhymes with Bill. Now everyone else will try to crack the password.
Bill, really?
As a team, pick the password on your device. You get a clue if your guess has a letter in the right spot.
Oh, God.
Anyone figures out the password before time runs out, I will.
That is a lot of time.
What's
I
the
was
opposite
definitely
of a
about to put that.
firewall? Because that's you.
Murder.
Bye bye, Mike. Dang. You ain't surviving.
Who made this
So you
shit?
are giving popular energy, baby.
Huh?
They showing me who's gonna be good in the jigsaw situation.
Let's try another one. Which colorful book came first?
What?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, now the game.
I feel like I don't know what that third one is, but
Almost out of time.
I want a rematch.
Hey, I'm out the game.
Picked this.
Kill them. Kill them.
Wrong.
It didn't even let me pick.
Something.
Double sachet away.
I have no pictures in my hand.
Ah, yes. Tattoos. Create a new tattoo on my back by drawing on your device.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Was that the crest of courage?
Yeah, harder.
Mushroom.
Did I say Busford?
Sweet. Now vote for your favorite tat. The artist with the fewest votes will die.
Oh.
What did we decide? Yep, I'll have to laser this off. I knew this was a bad idea for a mini game.
Not you won again. It's the five.
You keep dodging these attacks.
Only one of you is still alive. You know
I
glad to see you're the one to make it here alive. But will you be the
Wait a
one?
minute, it's not over yet. Hold up.
Yeah, we're not out of it.
I'm going to give you a category.
Cautious.
Pages.
Not doing Black History
Tell
Month.
each answer that. Then press submit.
What?
Let's see the right answers.
Melancholy.
Damn.
Advance one space for every correct answer. Well, you'd be closer to the exit if you'd gotten either of those right. Plot twist, all the ghosts get to play too. If the ghost catches you, they'll steal your life force. Then they can try to escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you.
What the fuck is a cruciferous vegetable?
something dead. I don't know.
No, I'm scared.
Get him!
Hallmark Channel Christmas movies that debuted in 2018.
These questions are killing me.
I don't know what the fuck. Any
What in the world?
It has to be entertaining Christmas.
all of them?
Period. Move.
Next question.
Why do y'all want me to die?
Has an exoskeleton.
Oh.
Oh, shoot.
The tables have turned.
Ooh, Ricky.
Behind you.
Come on, y'all.
What is going?
Dark. What was that rhyme?
Bitch, I don't know this shit.
Time is almost up.
Oh no.
Oh,
No.
Oh no!
I just realized what it was.
Look back because there's a ghost right there.
No.
Damn.
Akira.
Oh my god, I know this.
Ooh. I only recognize one of the mother. Oh Lord! Oh!
Lighties a big.
I would have talked to whoever made this because this don't make.
Varieties of a fig.
What?
Y'all gonna die.
Oh no, that's not his name. What the fuck?
You're better than I thought. Here comes the next question.
Oh. Oh my god, you're supposed to pick as many that apply. I'm fucking sitting here choosing one.
Yeah, I thought it was just one. You picked one.
That's what I was doing too. One. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, fuck me. I don't fucking
Parallelogram.
I don't fucking know. No!
You need a perfect answer for your final speak. And that includes the third answer choice now, too.
Go, Ricky, go.
Animals and animals.
And several misses.
Oh!
Butterfly
Oh, no,
life
man.
cycles. You have to get all the right answers to escape
Killer.
the darkness of
Oh, shit.
Into the fire. Into the fire.
Into the fire. Into the fire.
Into the fire. Into the fire.
Do it.
No, stop, Kimberly. We're your friends. Friends.
We all died. No.
Shout out to Power Rangers Turbo.
Hey.
Well,
That was
this is
fun.
how we like our horror movies. Everyone dies.
Yeah.
I would just like to say
Dang.
this thing said I had to
Reboot
pick
the franchise.
a real word. I put Twix, which is a real word, but then it wouldn't let me delete any letters to put a different one in.
That was your password, Twix? There was no
And
way
then
we were going to guess
And then
that.
it switched it to Bill.
Well, on that note, we should probably go
That
to
was
a nice
close.
commercial. And when we come back, we'll be ready to talk some more stuff. I think you want a sequel, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All right, Siobhan.
Dope. So yeah, you guys just watched the opening credits, the season 2 opening credits for my web show, The Abnormals. Thought since we were talking about black AF supernatural characters, I would send along the opening credits for season 2. We are currently, yep, there it is. There you go. Go ahead and drink, girl. We're currently airing season 2 as well as in production for season 3. We have a panel coming up, as I've mentioned in past episodes, at BlurredCon coming up March 8th. Where I'll be premiering a new episode as well as a sneak peek for my horror short film Poltergeist Hall. So yeah,
I have
go ahead, Tamar.
questions.
Yes.
When are auditions so we can all come and be a part of the next season of Abnormals?
Right.
This show where it was your auditions. You guys are more than welcome. Please. I would love to have you on.
And I think we have some images, like some things to show, maybe.
Oh yeah, for sure. So I sent in a few pictures.
Oh, well, in just a moment.
Oh, in just a moment. But a few behind the scenes pictures, some stills from episodes we have out, and then yeah, just the exclusive looks of the cast when we've been filming and things like that. So yeah.
What inspired you to be a part of this project?
So I actually created the Abnormals back in 2013. And a lot of it was inspired by around that time, just I was heavily into like shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I loved Harry Potter back in the day, X-Men, all that. That was my jam. And I just noticed there was just like a complete lack of these characters in that genre, Black characters and other characters of color in that genre. And I grew up around a ton of Black, brown, you name it, like people in the PG County area. And we just never felt, it just never felt we were properly represented in the genre. And one of the things that really sparked it for me at the time, I think they were in season 4 or 5 of the Vampire Diaries at the time. And I was just so disgusted with what they were doing with Bonnie and how much potential her story could have had. And kind of the idea that I combined all these things I love also with wanting to tell deeper stories with Black characters in the supernatural genre kind of spawned this idea of the Abnormals. I never saw a lot of stories where Black and brown people were portrayed that much in a positive light, much less as magical characters that weren't like magical Negroes. So I set it in like my native like PG County, right outside of DC. So it feels a very lived in world. I have local artists and talent in the DMV area who come on to be a part of the show, whether it's supplying music or their acting talents. It was just something I felt that I needed to do. And we didn't go in production for it until 2018, and 2016 actually, and we've been in production for it ever since. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. That's not like an easy feat, like filming something, get it done too. So like I know exactly how that is. So congratulations on getting that done.
Thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, looking forward to seeing how the story grows and develops from here as I continue to write it. And this is the first year I've made up like a writer's room for the series, because all the episodes I write. So I've gotten together a few like writing friends of mine, local and out of state, and we've come together and brainstormed episodes for season 3, and we'll go into production for those episodes this fall. So yeah.
How'd that process feel for you working with a writer's room now?
Interesting, because I've never had someone else write for a character that I've written or a story that
it's weird, right?
It's really weird, yeah. But I mean, as long as you have everything laid out, like character bibles, the clear, concise path of the story, and like how everything goes, like they'll go with the vision and then offer great ideas on the process. And obviously, the people I chose, I was really familiar with their writing, and we had given each other notes on other things we had written too, so I knew that they could take it on. So yeah, this is a clip from season 2, episode 2. Called The Wandering Traveler's Guide to the Universe. One of the characters finds out that they're involved in some time magic shenanigans, and that's all I'll say about that. And yeah. This is a screenshot or a still from our episode Coming Up the Room in the House of the Evil Dead. This is kind of like our core trio, as you all have seen from the opening credits. Maya with the curlier hair, who's a witch. Pre with the purple hair, who's a pixie, and then Calvin over here, who's a werewolf. They're kind of like the core 3 of the series, and they all have their own separate storylines that and also come together, when they have to help each other out with like a problem. In this particular episode, Maya, the witch, has just come across an interesting journal that she's never seen before after she's had some really creepy dreams, and she's telling them about it. Again, our witch character, Maya. By the way, a lot of these actors too are good friends of mine, friends I've had for a really long time. This actress right here, her name is Maki Eleni. As you saw, she plays the witch Maya. We actually met back in 2016, working at Nando's. Shout out Nando's. And she was actually training me. And I told her, I was like, I've been writing the series for a really long time, and you remind me of this one character. Would it be weird if you come and like act? Because I'm thinking of going to production for it this year. She was like, oh my God, I would love to do that. And ever since, we've been such like good friends. And she plays Maya. Same for the actress who plays Pre with the purple hair, who plays the pixie. We've been longtime friends since high school. And any production that I have done, whether it's been small or on a grander scheme or what, she's had some hand in it or she's been on screen. That's my homie for life. She actually just asked me to be a part of her bridal party this past weekend. So we've each other on so many different journeys through, like, went to high school together, college, and we've helped each other achieve our dreams like this. So yeah,
that's sweet.
And then this is our werewolf character, Calvin, played by Jordan Long, another longtime friend of mine. Met around in that Nando's area when I worked there. He plays the werewolf Calvin, and then season 3, after a few things that have kind of happened to him in season 1, he's trying to explore more of his werewolf lineage, and that causes him to reach out to our other character here, Jamil, who was more of a fully fledged experienced werewolf. Jamil is played by Gwen Davis, and we actually met at BlurredCon a couple of years ago, and I asked them if they would like to audition for this new character because they also really love werewolves, obviously the supernatural concept of werewolves, and Beast is one of their favorite X-Men. So I asked them if they want to audition, and we have shot a couple of episodes with them this year. And they'll be premiering, their character will be debuting in our season 3 premiere. So this is still a little behind the scenes still from that.
Yay. Well, I look forward to seeing more. I know you're going to be at BlurredCon. Is any of the cast going to be with you this year at BlurredCon?
Yes. So Maki, who plays Maya, and then Gabby, Gabrielle Jabert, another longtime friend of mine, who plays another character, really creepy character in our new episode we're premiering. They will be there this year, along with Gwen, and we'll be there to kind of present sneak peeks in the new episode coming out. I also have 2 actors from my short film Poltergeist Hall there, and we'll be doing a Q&A. They have a couple of projects too that they're working off on the side that they'll be shouting out, and getting some fan response for that. So yeah, it'll be a good time.
This is beautiful because we all know that going for your dreams is not easy, especially when you're self-funded and self-motivated and everything has to come from you. Yeah, and so it's not easy to do that. So I commend you, and I give you a hug for those days where it's not easy in advance and in the past. So I'm so proud of you, both of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, Supernaturals, Black. We need a drink. Let's drink to that. Well, we can't talk about Supernaturals and not talk about what would we do. We were supernatural, so we took a fun quiz to figure out what kind of supernatural beings we would be. And let's see what we got. Let's start with Alex. Alex, who is not here with us today, but he sent in his results. He is a dragon, fierce and feisty. You will stand up for what you think is right. That is very true of him.
This feels like the Power Rangers movie. What
was her name? What was it? Dulcia. Not on Dulcia going through. You are the front. You are the front.
Werewolf. Cunning and swift.
Jojo, the werewolf. You're a werewolf at heart. You're loyal and won't let your pals down. Is that true?
Very true. Very true. Very true. I build community. Absolutely.
Jojo, how do you feel about like werewolves? What are your stance on werewolves as a whole?
It's a very important question.
It is.
Well, see, growing up, I actually had a little fascination with Black Panthers instead of werewolves, really. But like when it comes to like feline animals, and because of So Weird, there's a little,
yeah,
yeah.
So
I remember watching that, and I was so transfixed by Black Panthers, really, which kind of evolved into me growing up and more being into like lions. Something about feline animals I really more gravitate towards. But I mean, werewolves.
I love how werewolves said I like lions.
Yeah.
Tigers.
Yeah, I know. I went into Black Panthers instead. I was like, Black Panthers.
Not to name an alternative immediately.
Right. Are you loyal to your pals? I guess not to the wolves.
Not to wolves. That's how everybody.
I can see the significance. But
okay.
But when it comes to like werewolves in general, I'm like, No, probably more related to the world.
Oh,
Werewolves
man.
get
Black
the treatment
Panthers and
in
Lions.
all media. Okay, everyone treats werewolves their way. Next is
Oh,
witch.
What? Oh, witch. I was like, what?
You're a witch. Hooray! You're caring and a little wild at the same time.
Watch out
That
now.
sounds about right.
That's me. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I mean, I feel like everyone, well, not everyone, I can't say everyone, everyone kind of, at least the gays, we love to gravitate towards a witch.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of different underlying storylines that could be told with witches. You got to take into consideration their origins, what type of magic they practice, whether they do, where their specialties, all that. So yeah, I'll take witch. I feel like it's not a boring answer, but it is pretty safe because there's still layers you can tackle with witches. So why
Yeah,
not?
I wanted that one. So
Yeah,
I knew it.
yeah.
you knew it.
I knew he
You
wanted
just-
a witch.
You knew he wanted a witch.
My fingers were crossed. I was like, oh wow. But you'll see. Wait and see, Diddy.
Oh,
Now this is cheating.
not Klaus Michelson.
You're mad.
I'm not mad. I'm
No,
scared.
Michael. I am a vampire werewolf hybrid. You are a natural born leader and you can take on any challenge. Yeah, but like,
Natural born leader. What do you think about that?
yeah, I would think so.
Okay.
All my life I had to fight. Yeah, I guess it was pretty. Yeah, sure. I like hybrids, so that's a cool thing. Oh,
Michael.
I love werewolves, so I think they are very underrated as far as supernatural creatures go. And I love the aspect of you're trying to tame a beast within you, but sometimes you unleash it. And I think and I enjoy unleashing the beast a little once in a while. So I can do this. I like the werewolf.
My only problem is the breaking of the bones, baby. When they be changed,
Yeah.
No,
It's painful.
I'm out of it.
Yeah.
I'll never initiate my curse. And was that the last one? And car. All right.
Hey, team up.
Two of them.
It's me against y'all then, because that's a pack. Y'all are a pack.
Yeah.
That's a duo. That's what it's revealed. There's actually two killers and not one.
Again, once again. See, car again. Yeah. You know what? You need to be some type of special witch to go against the four of us.
Oh,
Honestly, like, I just
Shalon,
saw a
he
vampire
cursed y'all.
werewolf.
to be
I'm ready.
hybrid.
I'm ready. Let's go. I got my book, my grimoire.
Bonnie Bennett said that, and
Bonnie Bennett made the wrong choices. Love her down, but she made the wrong choices.
If I watch that show, am I going to be disappointed by Bonnie?
you're gonna be but also love her at the same time.
Yeah.
Like we're
what
going to be
came on
disappointed how
stage.
she's been treated, but we're going to love her as a person.
Yeah, she becomes like a frenemy for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of this pack, by the way. I don't do
Yes, you are.
hybrid, so I'm joining Shalon.
He's out doing
Really?
He's
You
out
are.
doing hybrid shit.
I don't do
We don't
vampire
mix
werewolf
breeds over here.
hybrid.
Okay. A duo,
Vampires,
duo
I can't
team
trust
up.
them.
We don't want if you're not a hybrid, we don't put you anyway. So you and JoJo.
Okay, well then we good then.
That's fine. And the hybrids will do our thing.
Do
My
it.
plan is working.
You're in the middle. We look at you in the middle. Yep, that's fine. We'll know who wins this one. All right, so to continue this, so these are our base characters, right? So we're going to play another game. This section is called Our King Story. All right, so as these base characters, if you could have one supernatural ability, what would it be and why? 5 seconds to think.
Wait, question.
Oh, Go.
Is it connected to? So it's connected
No,
to
just
what
whatever
we
you
got?
want. Whatever you
Oh,
want.
okay.
You want.
So we can find any supernatural creature.
This is about your ability, so yeah.
I know what I want.
Yeah.
So I've actually thought about this for a while. I've always, for whatever reason, been really interested in sonic abilities. So like Black Canary with her sonic scream. And those of you, and those of you, if you've watched like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you know, like when Daisy has her like Quake powers. That's my shit. I would take that and run that, but also make sure I can like fight and still like protect myself. But if I can let out a little scream, gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay, so a witch with sonic abilities. That's
Yeah.
pretty
So I
cool.
guess I might have like Banshee origins, maybe.
Maybe unless you're like Quake.
Yeah, true.
Depending on what you want to do. It's your
I don't want
power.
to be an Inhuman though. I don't want to be an Inhuman.
No one wants to be that.
No.
Next up is Michael.
So I've always wanted telekinesis, but as of late, I've been thinking about teleportation. So I'm gonna mix the two into like a Page from Charm kind of Nightcrawler mix. So I can teleport and move shit, or I can do other things with it.
Okay, I'll however you move.
Whatever, yeah.
Okay, we'll take that. I like that. JoJo.
Well, Mike took mine as well, but I was actually going to say telekinesis as well.
Okay.
See,
werewolf telekinesis, and reason being, I think it's just pretty cool to be able to move everything with your mind. A power that I can practice and build up and strengthen with time, to where I become maybe even more powerful. So,
you sound
yeah.
evil. Wait.
And that's another, like Shalon said, it's maybe like a gay thing, something about like witches, but also telekinesis for some reason. Like
it's
that
the power we're
like,
supposed to have, right? That's the
right,
basic.
right. So
all witches have that.
I'm gonna stick to that.
I would never forget when Paige was like front porch. she sent this girl to the front porch. Okay, Car, what you got?
Man, I think I'm going with pyrokinesis.
Oh, okay, yes. That's how we do as hybrids, right?
I've always wanted that. I don't know, something, because not to sound like a pyromaniac, but I did used to like matches for the fuck of it, you know. But it's a little fun watching fire, you know.
I agree.
No, I get it. Yeah.
I feel like it speaks to the inner rage of the young black man in America.
I agree.
Yeah,
I like the smell of burning shit too.
Me too.
Not burning shit, burning wood.
So, Carlin, to ask you, if you are pyrokinesis, is it similar to like, I don't know how much you're up on X-Men lore. Is it similar to like pyro, where you can control the flame, or are you like a firebender and you can actually create it? Like, you are not harmed by the element. You and the element of fire are one, or you can just kind of manipulate it.
You know what to do.
That actually is a very good question. I could say that I could go for both, but I think that I like the idea of manipulating it as opposed to like actually creating it. I don't want to accidentally sneeze one day and then like the house blows up and burns down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd be scared though, not having it when I need it.
That is true. You'll be in the North Pole and then you're screwed.
Yeah,
I mean, pyro had a little
lighter.
Yeah, you're gonna have to have something on you at all times. But if I don't have it, now I can't.
You like
create
matches. That's your thing. You keep matches with you at all times.
Yeah, I just keep the matches. Flame on all the time.
Yeah. Okay, mine would be telepathy. I've always liked characters who could read minds, control minds. It's such, you have to have high morality to have that ability, which I think I would be perfect for that. And thank you, Michael. So far I'm a werewolf with telepathy, or hybrid, with telepathy, and we have another hybrid with pyrokinesis, 2 werewolves with telekinesis in their own way. And then we have a witch with the ability to...
That doesn't look right.
Ricky, capture that one, and then we'll make a profile. That's his photo, All right, next question, fellas. If you had a family heirloom that was passed down to you, what would it be and what could it do?
Family heirloom.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question.
A family heirloom.
I feel like I would like to have a necklace, some type of necklace that grants me either some source of like knowledge, or I can call upon it for something. Call upon it to get answers for something. I don't know if I'm reaching back and talking to an ancestor. I don't know if there is like a math problem like we just did in that fucking quiz. Or what. But like a little amulet, something I can like use to like find answers or find peace of mind. I think that would be nice.
I love that.
Thank you. Yeah, something close. I wear it to my heart too. You know.
I got one. Mine would be a domino set, family heirloom domino set, and what it could do is when you open it, this item kind of links to your ancestors, to the family that have passed, so you can actually communicate with your relatives, but they can only communicate using the dominoes with numbers, obviously for each side to communicate with them. But this is a link to you and the ones who have passed, but your family only, because it's a family heirloom.
I see so many cool shots with the domino, like the last domino falling and the season finale.
What you could do with that, either make it creepy or also like speaking to them, asking questions. Maybe they'll answer in number wise.
Yeah.
So like, I just completely made that up right now.
I like that.
You can mess with someone, be like angel numbers.
Actually, it's my great grandmother, Luann.
Yeah. Can you tell me what the lottery numbers are? Something like
right?
that.
Yeah.
My
chastity belt.
Absolutely.
What's it gonna do?
No,
Open?
I'm gonna. I'm gonna go with a dagger. I'm gonna go with a family dagger that I didn't think about what it could do. Maybe when I stab you, I can just determine what the fuck I want to happen. So maybe I can't kill you. Maybe I don't know.
You're doing great.
I needed this question ahead of time.
You know, on something though. Keep going. You on something.
Keep going. Push.
A dagger.
So,
okay.
It's a dagger and it has other abilities. It doesn't actually kill you. It just taps into. I don't fucking know.
Don't give up. Don't tap out.
Cargo. I can't.
Okay, that's fine. That's a dagger. A family dagger. That's great.
I want
to. They had a sword that allowed you to send you to hell when it stabbed different people.
I would like a portrait.
A portrait? Oh, this could get fun. Okay, what is it of?
It's a portrait of. So there's this black and white photo that I remember that my dad shared with me when I was a kid, and he swore that the woman, his stepmother in it, was his wicked stepmother. And I believe him because nobody in there was smiling except for the husband, except for his dad. And so my family's from Sierra Leone, so the photo is just like this old, damn near like sepia tone looking photo, and they're just standing in the house, and it looks creepy because like she's just standing there like, and my grandfather he's just standing there just like looking happy. He got his woman, and all the kids are like, oh, can we like kill her? Like they just all just look. So I don't know. I would have that, and then I guess it'd be like some type of thing where my dad and his siblings and stuff are like protected me from like evil or some shit.
Okay, are you on the photo or is the photo?
No, I'm not. I'm not in the photo.
Okay. I would have a hand mirror.
It's creepy. Okay.
That could see the past, present, and future.
Ooh.
That's
would you look at it and maybe picture in your mind what you're wanting to see in the past and let it show you?
Absolutely.
Or would it just appear something random?
I think it should be what your heart desires. So you have to focus to be able to use it. You just can't pick it up and say, show me grandma in 1942. Yeah. You have to like develop your focus as a person, as a magical supernatural being, and be able to activate the mirror.
Is it like a Beauty and the Beast mirror or a comic?
Exactly.
Like you
Beauty and the Beast mirror.
Okay.
That mirror. Yeah.
I feel like the future element might mess you up a little bit, because what if you end up seeing a future that you want, but that's not the accurate future?
I'll make sure that it will be.
He would definitely want to know.
What if you see a future that you're causing, and then by you trying not to avoid it, you end up causing it?
Found destination.
That's so Raven.
I'll continue to look
this
at
is like every episode of bullshit.
Yeah.
if I can control minds, there's really nothing I couldn't do with this and the mirror.
We should watch the I Don't Hire Black People episode if that's a rating.
Oh my gosh.
Black History Month.
I don't hire black people. Never seen
Wait, can you say that again? I didn't have my hat on.
I changed my answer. It's
I
not
love
that.
that
It's
episode.
it's a record player,
Ooh.
and you just have records with different spells that you play depending on what you want to do. So there's a
Evil
detection
Dead.
spell.
Hey, I don't know. You need
Well,
to write that.
yeah,
That's a very
basically.
good idea. Oh yeah, Evil Dead.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
That's a good family heirloom too, actually. It feels black, it feels southern, it feels Let's Raise the Dead with track number 13.
Right. Playing on it or some shit. Gonna have some Muddy Waters coming up on it.
I think that our little group will be really fine in a supernatural war, some better than others. But I think that we will do pretty good. We got us a strong witch who's connected to their ancestors. We have 2 werewolves with spells and telekinesis and also connected to their ancestors. And then we have the hybrids. One's protected by a painting and one can see you coming with the mirror. I think we can do pretty good, guys. Let's hope that we're on the same team. Let's jump.
I don't know. The way JoJo said, I want to get all that power, and I was a little nervous. I was we may have to go against JoJo.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to be on the Abnormal season 3.
JoJo, you the know. I can see it. I can see
Let
it.
me know. Let me know. We get you out here.
Let's jump right into our first topic of Black AF Supernaturals. And I just said black, and we need to drink. So
I gotta.
I'm
refill
out.
my
So
glass.
I'm sorry.
bring a bottle, you know better. So let's go through a couple of our favorite supernatural TV shows. And while we're getting ready for that, it is not often that we get to see a lot of Black, take another sip, representation of supernaturals in television and in movies. And I think that from the list that we have, we picked some really cool ones that we can sort of highlight. So, yeah, first up, I don't know if a lot of people have seen this one. This is actually, so yikes, what's not? Okay, one moment. We're going to talk about Supercell. Let's jump into that one first. Did everyone watch the wonderful anomaly that's hit us this year? Well, last year, excuse me, on Netflix called Supercell.
Yeah, I watched Black Heroes.
What?
I watched
I
Black Heroes.
know.
It was good. It was good. I'm not saying that's an insult. It was
No,
good.
I'm talking about Shalon. Shalon said he didn't finish it.
It was a weird thing. I was knocked off of Netflix for a while, so I didn't get the chance to go back. And then time got away from me. But I got to like episode 3 or 4.
It's only 6. JoJo, you didn't finish either?
Mm-mm. I think I saw like the first 2.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna hold you. It is a little bit of a slow start, but I don't mind it just because of they're highlighting each character.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling the main character. He reminds me of Clark Kent in Smallville. But I do like the show.
The one with the girlfriend?
Yeah, Tom, whatever his name is. One from like decades ago.
His girlfriend is the annoying one.
Agreed.
I've never met someone that does not know how to listen.
Tossin Cole, he played Michael.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah, Tossin Cole, he did that.
There we go. So Supercell came out in 2024, and it's about these wonderful characters who develop superhuman abilities because they have the sickle cell trait, but not the actual. They don't have it. They just have a sickle cell trait in their bloodline. So that's a cool twist on empowering such a disease that's impacted the Black community. So that was really smart for them to do that. It's set in the UK. I don't want to say the hood of UK, but it is. And it's about these 5 characters, like I said, who experience these new supernatural abilities. And just like us, they have some really cool things. From left to right, we have Rodney, played by Calvin Dimba. He was one of my favorites. He was really funny and cheeky. He is a speedster. He has super speed. He's like the comic relief of this group. for those who remember. And then next we have Nadine Mills, who played Sabrina. I didn't know if I was going to like her. She does have the power I normally like in movies, which is telekinesis. And she does a really good job with that. And then we have the Mary Sue of the bunch, the lead, which is played by Tossin Cole, whose name has been tossed around to be the new Black Panther as well. He has teleportation and time manipulation. If you've seen Heroes, he works just like Hiro Nakamura. They really expand what teleportation can actually do and what that means. And then next to the right, we have one of my favorites, Eric Kofi Abrefa, he played Andre. He was one of my favorites for a few reasons. But he had the typical ability for someone of his stature to have super strength. And he had a really compelling story too. Then next we have, last but not least, Josh Tediku, and he's in a TV show on Netflix. I can't remember the Elite, I believe that's what it's called. A boarding school, Mean Girls, Black version of that. And he has invincibility, coming across as like this stealthy assassin. We got 6 episodes right out the gate, and they came in, did their job, and left. And us wanting more, and they got renewed. So that's a plus.
Yeah. Yeah, it was oh, go ahead, sorry.
Woo! Next up with Black Supernaturals, we have Interview with the Vampire. Has everyone seen this show?
Yes.
Twice.
Now, I say this every time we talk about this show. They just got he just got nominated. He just won an award recently. I can't remember the name of it. The award that he received. But I was like, finally, someone has acknowledged how great this show is, and the writing is phenomenal. The performances are phenomenal. We get to see Black Supernaturals in the forefront. In the original story, Louis was not a Black man. He was played by Brad Pitt in the 90s version of this TV show. And then, of course, in the books, it's not really said what he actually is. However, we have Jacob Anderson, who has also been on Game of Thrones and something else I can't remember, but he plays Louis de Pointe du Lac, and he is a vampire. And all of the vampires in this world have all these cool supernatural abilities, like we were talking about earlier: pyrokinesis, telekinesis, mind control, time suspension, flight, all the cool things that you will want as a vampire. What do we think, guys, about him and Claudia, actually?
That's my second family.
Yeah.
Claudia, I would die for you.
Oh, Claudia. Well, someone should have.
The performances are just. I was actually, the first episode, I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna like this version of Lestat, but he quickly turned it around and proved that he could handle that role.
Yeah.
Sam Reed, right? That's
Sam
Reed.
Sam Reed, yeah.
And then the actor is Louis as well, and both Claudias. I think they did very well.
Bailey Bass and Delaney Hayes. How was that transition between the two Claudias for everybody?
I think it worked. I think because since the show is all about unreliable narrations or like recounting of a story, I think it works. Especially because the Claudia we see in season 2 is not the same like little girl. I mean, obviously not physically, but like mentally, she's not there. She's completely checked out of her relationship from Louis. She's been through so much with him and Lestat. I think it makes sense that in season 2 she's slightly different, but still kind of the same from the original actors. I think it works.
I love that you said that the directors actually made a point to say that about this show, because the first lens is through Louis' point of view of Claudia, Louis and Lestat's view of Claudia, and the next one she's more assured, so we can see her perspective of herself. Even her diaries are a main focal point. Right. So that's a smart way to pivot that, right? And it works.
Yeah.
Why was she recasted?
She had another opportunity.
No, I think either that or school. It was a scheduling thing.
Yeah.
But it was rough at first. Well, the news was rough to digest when we heard it recast, and I was like, not like, because the first actress, she was amazing.
Yeah.
But this one, I mean, she fell into it immediately.
She felt older. She felt more mature. She felt she has, I hate to use this word, she has this orphan effect. Like the movies, like she looks young, but her
Yeah.
gravitas
That is not a 14-year-old girl.
very adult.
Yeah.
She's 25.
Wow.
You found that out? I promise you, they like scrub her age from the internet.
This girl right here?
Yeah.
That's Delaney Hayes, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she was born in
she's
99.
25, Pisces, March 10th. March 10th. I liked season 2 because we saw so many different abilities and powers, and a character that most people didn't like, but I actually liked was
Not that bitch.
Yeah, come on, let's talk about it.
Who you talking? You talking Armand? I know you talking about
Yes,
Armand.
that
Armand.
line.
Listen.
I loved Armand. He was
Listen.
so grand.
We do not fuck with Armand in this house.
Girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight.
Absolutely. That's what he is.
My man said, he said, "Oh no, someone said, oh gosh, who did that? Who could have done that? Oh no."
Lestat, I tried to get you out of the coffin and I wanted to save Claudia, but no, you didn't.
Nah, Armand is a raggedy bitch. That is a raggedy.
Thank you.
That is a raggedy bitch.
He had a lot of powers, and of course, as he should, as the supreme of this universe, of these coven of vampires. So that was cool to see. But yeah, it was a great season. Armand, hate him or love him, he did his thing, but everybody hated him by the finale.
Armand,
how do I dislike you more than Lestat? That's crazy.
Bruh.
Okay, hold on, hear me out. They're all terrible. Let's start there. Including Louis. They're all terrible.
Oh, Louis real bad.
He's terrible, but it's just, you gotta.
That is Lestat though. That's the man.
Yeah,
Lestat is like Cordelia. He is so honest that he's the only one you can really believe. Okay.
Well, we haven't heard his side of the story yet.
That's next.
Right. That's next.
In season 3, which is coming from the book Vampire Lestat. So we're excited.
Yeah. Who y'all think gonna play Akasha?
Bianca Lawson.
Please.
She's still Kendra, Vampire Diaries. She is still the same. She looks exactly the same.
I'm trying to figure out how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I was thinking Taylor Russell for some reason, that they might try to do something with her.
Taylor Russell from Hit the Floor?
No.
No, Taylor Reid.
Is it Taylor Reid from Bones and All?
You think about Taylor
From Escape Room.
You think about Taylor?
From Escape Room.
Escape Room.
Yeah.
Oh no, we need somebody that's
I mean, well, let me not say that. I haven't seen her in a role where she has to like command shit. So maybe she's
Angela Bassett. Just get Angela Bassett.
It's too
she
late.
played a vampire in Hotel.
We can't keep
Anna Diop, Starfire from Titans.
She's a good choice. She's a good choice. Chanel Monáe.
No. So actually, you know what? That's not a bad choice. That's not a terrible choice.
Yeah. She's also in talks for a Marvel role that you guys know.
No, never mind. I think I take that back. She has the aura. I think she definitely like exudes the aura. She could do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
In my head, I'm thinking that the witch from Pirates of the Caribbean, Naomi.
Harris.
I need something.
Naomi Harris.
Naomi Harris, yeah, her.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody
I
like
can see her.
Jack Sparrow. Would you sail towards
I think she still also has to be a little younger too. I think Akasha got turned when she was a little bit.
She could play her, maybe.
She could. DeWanda Wise. Deborah Adio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
a great choice and a great segue.
You could definitely play. That's actually, that's my front runner right there. That's who needs to play Akasha. There we go.
She would be great. What do we think about? Did everybody see this?
I did.
I saw the first season.
All right, so we can talk about both seasons. Them is a series on Prime, and it has 2 seasons right now. And season 1, and they do interconnect actually. Season 1 is set in the 60s or the late 60s, when this all-black family moved into a white neighborhood, and some spiritual poltergeist things are happening, which is a common thread in Black horror, poltergeist themes. It seems that's what we thrive in. The first season, everyone saw that one? No, Cole and Sean, you didn't see that one?
I heard about it. I heard some.
But add this to your list. It's pretty good. What did y'all think about it, Michael and JoJo?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I was expecting certain things to happen that didn't happen. I know a lot of people didn't like it because they're tired of the racism aspect of
It was
Black
pretty
stories.
fucked up.
But then I thought I don't necessarily think we don't need to have those stories. I just think we need a variety. Because we have people that don't know information as is. So to try to take all of that away just doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, I was entertained. There was definitely some moments I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Is the racism some sort of like spiritual shit that they're trying to connect? I was trying to make connections that weren't there, but I was entertained.
Weird. It was weird.
I mean, that's a good
It was
point.
so
We're going to
weird.
talk about that later on when we talk about Lovecraft and talk about how racism is tied to magic and things of that nature. But yeah, next is the other Black girl. This was a Hulu. Shalon, you said this was your favorite one, right?
I didn't say that. That's
Yeah, I was gonna have some questions for you, Shalon.
Shalon, tell us about the other Black girl.
So the other Black girl is about this young lady right here with this fro who starts working with this fro and her white boyfriend. Who starts working at a it's like a publication agency, right, or a newspaper or some magazine.
A publisher.
And she's
no, not that one. This is
right. Well, yeah. So I guess it is kind of similar to that. To like, what is it?
Bad Hair.
Yeah, it was kind of similar setup. But then, the other actress behind her, I can't recall her name, but she played Josie in Riverdale. Ashley Murray. She comes along and you find out that, well, you don't find out, she is the other Black girl who comes to work with our lead protagonist. And I think it's interesting that you had this down as a supernatural show, because I think there are moments the show wants to tease that there's something supernatural going on, but then when it finally reveals what's kind of happening, me personally, I was still a little lost at the reveal. I wasn't sure if it was, spoiler alert, I wasn't sure if it was like some type of Black girl reform school they had been going to, starting out with the author. I wasn't sure if they were getting brainwashed. It was a lot of unanswered questions for a show that I thought was just going to be a mini series. Like when the show ended, I was like, oh, y'all thought you were getting a second season? Damn. But I will say, I think there were some of the I think the tropes and plot lines they brought up were interesting. Great soundtrack. And I don't know, I just felt like it left a lot to be desired. And again, kind of like what Michael was saying, like, you know, it's not that I think that every story that we have to be involved in has to be like this, has to be involve race or racism. We need more variety of it. And I think this show kind of tips the line of that. But also still didn't know what it wanted to be. So I don't know. It's canceled though, so I don't know if it matters.
I know
it doesn't, and they did more than what was in the book, and it still didn't land correctly. I think the hair crack is supposed to be what reforms them. I think, you know, they had like
the hair cream, right? Yeah,
cream, and then she had a blowout, and she was changed,
right?
Baked it. It was a missed opportunity for something cool and different, but I had a lot of problems with this, including who her boyfriend was, based off of what type of Black girl she presented to be.
Mm-hmm.
And that's no shade to.
I mean, but that's a reality though. Sometimes,
yeah,
it is. That's still my disdain with this. One of them.
Honestly, I don't really remember that show.
It's nothing to remember.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
If you want to talk about disappointments in television and things being canceled prematurely, how does a show with 13 Emmy nominations be canceled from its season 2? Well, I'll tell you, Lovecraft Country was an amazing TV show that came out on HBO Max at the HBO Max, and it was a wonderful cast. We have Journey Smollett. We have, oh my God,
Jonathan Majors,
and we also had Angela Bassett's husband.
Courtney B. Vance.
Courtney B. Vance.
Like, Jesus Christ. Say his name.
Rest in
Say
peace.
my name.
Say mine. We also have rest in peace.
Michael K. Williams.
Michael K. Oh, y'all so good. Y'all are so good tonight. This show, I've never experienced the show that every episode felt like a different genre of horror, and they changed their characters to do so. Journey Smollett played a different type of final girl in each one of these episodes. She played the action adventure one where they went swimming, and she was giving April O'Neil in the one episode when she was doing all the research. She was doing so many different types of females in horror. I was just really proud. What did y'all think about this one?
I have thoughts, but I want someone else to go.
I got thoughts, but I can save them.
No, please. Everybody can't save them.
I agree with you that every episode felt like a different genre, felt like a different movie. That's one thing I really, really did like about the show. It really hooked me in that way. But I feel as though because I thought the pilot was probably one of the best pilots I saw. I thought it was so strong. And I thought the second episode was good. And then come the third episode, I'm like, all right. And then as we're going on, I felt like I was starting to see some cracks as it was going along. And I'm like, what are we really trying to do here with this show? Like, there was a lot of weird moments for me where I was like, that's odd. That's a weird creative choice. What are you trying to say with this? And then ultimately what we got, I was not satisfied with towards the end. I thought it was a very...
You didn't want us to have magic?
You said what?
You didn't want us to have magic?
I thought that was so weird at the end, the whole little, like, I ban all white people from using magic.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So what's that mean for
the answer.
biracials? What's that mean for the biracials?
You said what?
That's a good question.
What's that mean for the biracials?
They get it. It counts.
It's just weaker. It's just weaker.
Magic.
It's just weaker.
So Tracy Ellis Ross don't get to she practices half.
You don't get all telekinesis, but she get a
she get teller. You don't get the kinesis. She get the teller.
Yeah.
I mean,
she can't blow stuff up.
Though I think it was a good show, but I think I'm okay with what I got. I personally do not care for a second season, unless they could show that they could probably handle some of these. I don't know. It started. I feel like the problem that I had with Lovecraft towards the end of it is the problem that I had with shows like them. Season 1, season 2 was really, really good. But season 1 of them was weird. Season 1 of them, the other girl. I feel like some of the imagery and some of the, I guess, the shit that they was going for felt a little too heavy-handed in some.
Too heavy-handed.
Yeah, too heavy-handed. But like, let me take it back and like make it our own. But it was like a little like, all right, man, like.
Yeah. I remember I had like so many conversations about this show around the time it was going on and when it ended. And similar to Carr, I thought it had a really strong start and then it lost me at a certain point. I kept watching, but it just got to a point where I was just like, is racism always going to be what we have to fight? And maybe it was just because at the tension at the time, because this was out during 2020. I think things with George Floyd had just happened. He had just been murdered maybe a month or so ago. And it just felt like in this grand world of monsters and demons, whatever else they wanted to introduce, racism was still the main enemy, which I felt like took away from the trajectory of the show. And also I think it didn't allow some of the characters to also not necessarily reach their full potential, but also not take them away from the racist elements. And I felt like this show should have been reconstructed differently. I always say the show should have been about Letty trying to reform her relationship with her sister, and Tick, the Atticus, Jonathan Majors character, should have just been their Ron Weasley. He should have just been their side guy. I think the show focuses too much on him when she's the one who's pretty much doing everything. He feels like he's the Elena of the show. You know how everyone says like Bonnie the main character? He was the, like, it should have been Letty. And just, I don't know. Yeah, I got confused about what it was trying to say, some of the messages behind it. The Tulsa episode, for instance, Carr, like when you were saying certain imagery, we're so used to Tulsa being about the massacre, but we rarely ever get to see how it was a thriving area that we occupied. And I thought it, like, for instance, that episode could have been them visiting Tulsa the week before the massacre, and we still got to see it a thriving place and just have that overshadowing idea that, oh shit, next week we know what's about to happen. But instead we not only are seeing Tick's father's origin story of abuse, but then we have to watch the woman get burnt up, and it's just like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
Now that's a show that I would call black trauma.
Yeah,
That's a show that I would call black trauma porn. I
It
don't
was
call a lot of things black trauma porn, but I will call Lovecraft Country black trauma porn.
Yeah,
I
it
guess
felt very much like that.
my question is, for that time period, what exactly would we expect to be seeing around this? So unless we're just going to separate just the reality of what was going on in general, because even when I think about it, when that came on and that Watchmen show came on, you had all these people, I had no idea this happened, and all that shit.
Right? Yeah.
And it's just like,
That is true.
I can't. I understand, and I do agree that we should have been following Letty and her sister, because Tick wasn't really that interesting, even though I think he was something to look at, and that's probably another aspect of it.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it probably because there wasn't anything else like it on TV. Like Tamon said, there was different genres. There was a point where I was just like, all right, what the fuck is going on? We only got a few episodes left. And then I Am Hippolyta came out, and I enjoyed that episode. I wanted a season 2 because I saw what allegedly we were supposed to get and how they split up the country in these different sections.
Yeah.
I was annoyed. We didn't get a season 2 of this or
excited
watch.
about those plans. I remember seeing you talking about it was like divided, like the
Yeah, because I want to see
how
what it
everything
would
is
look
now
like. I guess I would like to see what it would look like.
Because I think season 2 looked like it would have been a completely different show, to be honest. To me, just off those plans that I saw. So I think that's another reason why I wasn't too excited for season 2, just because it felt like it was going to be something completely different. But like for me, a lot of like in season 1, I didn't mind like the historical stuff. I think it was just what they did with it. Like, all right, let's turn. It's kind of like in Them, where they turned like blackface into like making it like a horror monster guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would be appreciative with just give us some Lovecraftian monsters. Just give us some Lovecraftian creatures, as opposed to let's go ahead and take some actual like horrific things from our past and our history, and then let's repurpose it into like it's like a mangled monster form, something that's going to harm us and da da da. Like I get it, but sometimes it feels a little lazy and heavy-handed, just because it feels like low-hanging fruit, just because I've seen that in another show, and I'll see another show do that as well, and another show do that as well. So it felt like after a while it was just like, all right, like let's take this Raggedy Ann doll and do something more. Let's take this thing and make it scary or whatever.
That episode freaked me. I think out of all the episodes, that episode freaked me out the most, with the little pickaninny girls falling around Diana. That shit was wild.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Horror. Black horror. Things that stems to our roots. That was great. I thought the show was there was a moment in the middle where it did slow down, like in most shows, but I thought it was very well crafted, and the messaging to me seemed really clear. Take back your power that was stolen from you. And I don't know how much we all like go into like our history, but that's exactly what happened to us. And they did a great job to me at depicting that we need to get our power back. And yes, season 2 would have been where we were dividing. We had this section called the White Lands, and that's where most of the white people were, and they were like almost zombie-ish. And that's probably why it didn't get renewed. But to see that drastic of a switch in what the world could look like if Black people actually had autonomy and freedom and in power, that was enough for me to be excited to see in season 2. Now, this is a show that we all probably have seen and we all probably love. And I think, Shalon, you said earlier that gays and witches and the people in horror and witches, this is a thing. When The Coven came out, I think most people have seen season 1, season 2, but it just seemed like it was so popular when season 3 came out and we had Angela Bassett added to the cast, Gabrielle Sidibe, Kathy Bates added to this wonderful cast. And so this sort of changed the trajectory for American Horror Story. And I think it was a moment in definitely a moment in history. Scream Queens came out not too far after this, so it was a lot of feistiness and role playing, and I'm the Supreme, all this stuff going around. How did we enjoy American Horror Story?
I love the cattiness behind it.
Mhm.
I love Emma Roberts. I mean, she definitely reminded me of what's her face in Scream Queens. So there was a lot of jokes and comical direction from her part on this. So she was one of my favorites. Angela Bassett, I was scared of her. I was like, yo, like I've never seen her act like this, you know, like and to play such like a evil, scary, intimidating witch character was like it was new to me. So I loved it.
She played Marie Laveau. This character has been portrayed in media quite a bit, and this is a topic that when we talk about another show that's dear to you, JoJo, that comes up to me like, why is black magic or black magic practitioners viewed as a certain way in cinema or television?
What was the question again?
Why are they viewed in what way?
As always evil.
Oh, black witches, black.
Yeah, and the term even black magic itself.
Shit.
It seemed as lesser than even on the show. You had got the Supreme's name. She was basically downplaying Tituba, who was supposed to be the ancestor of black witches. Talk, even though that scene was amazing with them going back and forth.
It was so good.
She was talking bad shit, and it was really just downplaying their abilities, and essentially saying she couldn't read. We took what she had and made it a real thing, like basically saying it's primitive in just the way y'all act.
Yeah, she said if she couldn't tell the difference between a love spell or a chocolate chip cookie if she had to read it.
Yeah, I think that comes from just in terms in general, like how like voodoo and Haitian culture and stuff like that would just like, you know, demonize in the West and stuff. Like once white people got a hold of it, then they go ahead and make it like, you know, zombies are evil and, you know, like all these things. So I think inherently if you go into like magic and stuff like that, if you go into like the heart of it, I think, you know, that's why it's always just like tethered to evil because of what has been like just perpetuated out there.
Also, if you want to get deep into it too, a lot of voodoo and voodoo practices are really tied to the Haitian Revolution. And I also feel like part of that why voodoo was weaponized because if a certain demographic found out that we could be empowered a certain way by a religion or a practice and really come together and do something with that, there might be problems.
I got a book on it. Zora Neale Hurston got this book where when she went to Jamaica and Haiti, and she she experienced like the first sighting of a zombie. She was investigating some stuff down there in terms of like the culture and all that other stuff. And they definitely get into like the history with the Haitian Revolution and how all that stuff ties in. It's called Tell My Horse.
What is it?
Tell My Horse. I think I have it somewhere. No, I don't got it. I thought I had it on my bookshelf.
You don't even have to go to like that. I think Europeans are scared of any country that they show any sort of spiritual connection to anything. They're scared of it. If you go to any country, Central America, any Caribbean country, like they are just terrified of the idea. And I just think it's really interesting.
It's a common thread.
Yeah.
Lovecraft, let's steal their magic, steal their book, because we couldn't imagine them having power. But Queenie, her power was a little tropey, but I've never seen it done that way. Like we've seen voodoo practitioners play with voodoo dolls, but never actually having them be the actual voodoo dolls of anybody that they wanted. I thought that was dope. What did y'all think?
Loved it.
Yeah,
she was popping her shit.
Didn't she fry her hand at one point?
Yeah,
she did. When he said, "I am the manager," she fried her hand.
Hey, y'all can't forget though. What she said? Don't you want to love me?
Oh my god! Absolutely.
When she was trying to fuck the Minotaur. That whole episode was disturbing.
Yeah, that whole episode was weird, and she was. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Well, I will say too, what I liked about this season, I liked when anything pop culture, like American Horror Story, anything can tie into real life. And I think around this time, I really like did a lot of like deep dives. And I remember finding out about the real Marie Laveau, but also Madame Lalaurie, played by Kathy Bates. Crazy, insane, whacked out woman. You know, and if we're talking about, you know, certain elements of Black history, finding out that like all this is still like embedded with like slavery and how we were treated back then is crazy. That woman, I think they still like have not found like all of the bodies and things that she was playing with back then, right? Like
that magic box lie.
It's so crazy they can make like the most fucked up racist characters still funny and entertaining to watch on this show.
She said, "What did she say?"
Really fun stuff. She said some really funny things.
She said, "Don't you open your negress mouth to me?" And Queen was like, "Excuse me."
And then she busts upside the head with that candelabra.
Yes.
She called her I can't say that word. N-word witch, a foul negress.
I do wish Queenie had more like active powers, maybe, where I could see her do something. She, even though she could do shit, she still kind of reminded me of like a Phoebe, and I just want her to be able to do some shit.
Like what?
I don't know, something. But
she tried in Hotel, and you see what happened to her.
Oh my gosh, I hated
Queenie.
Queenie. Queenie.
I hated that so much.
This is only here because of Michael.
No, it is not only. Y'all were not willing to give this show a chance. I will admit I skipped some of the episodes. However,
okay, come on,
Michael, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When did Tinashe join the cast?
Well, yeah, no. Who is that girl in the middle?
She is someone.
She's
someone not related to them. Who so.
So I watched this show. I've rewatched this show at least 3 times. I watch it sometimes in the background.
Wow.
Currently, sometimes when I'm working. It's not because I love the show. Okay, it's nothing like that. It's really because it has all the elements that I like in a TV show. Besides one horrible character should have been killed.
Oh God.
We have Latina and Black witches, and we don't use their magic. We still use Latin magic, which is weird. Just small things like that. However, they are supernatural creatures. 3 of them are Latina and Black.
I was so confused.
2 of them are Latina and Black. One is Latina.
The top left, the middle and the left, Maggie and Macy Vaughn.
Wasn't the dad white?
The dads are all Hispanic and Black. The mom.
I don't know why I thought they had the same dad.
The 2 girls at the top have the same Black dad.
God.
Now, having said that, all 3 are strong in their own ways. So what the show did do, what the problem was, I think they tried to progress them too much and too fast. You don't get the opportunity to really get to know the characters like in the other Charm show. People had their complaints about this, but I will say Charm looked like shit the first season, so I don't hear anybody talking about that. And we get some representation. We get some strong women fighting. So I don't see what the issue is.
Well, let me tell you. One issue was that every episode was mansplaining this or that take down the patriarchy. That it was so force-fed what they were trying to do. It was so.
Well, that is a generation thing. That don't got shit to do with the show.
Like the Night King in the first episode.
It was like, is this shot at Vassar at a women's college, and this is all we're talking about? I'm just like, come on.
Well, blame it's on the CW, ain't it? Blame the CW, blame this generation.
I blame all of them.
I'm just saying, I think it had some good bones.
It does.
Maybe done on a different network, it could have been different.
They expanded the lore of White Lighters. They gave them larger powers and tied their powers into something bigger. They did a lot of cool things on this show, but the bad things they did were egregious. So it's a shop, even though they're on the list. But
I mean, Charmed had wild shit too, but y'all go up for that show. So
we're not talking about tomatoes and tomato. We're not doing that.
Well, I'm just saying, you got babies coming back from the future, and it's just wild shit going on in that show.
That's Angel, sweetie.
Babies, fucking demons left and right. It's wild. Okay, so what's the difference?
The difference is the quality of acting, of storyline, all of it. Story beats.
Y'all were not going to give this show a chance from the moment it. Just like this Buffy reboot that's about to come out, you're going to have people bitching about that too because y'all don't want to give it a chance. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen.
No, they're going to eat that up because Sarah Michelle Gellar's in it. If they would have started with the original Charm ones and then migrated over. Sure. The last season of this show is how they started. The last season, the finale is them showing up on the original Charm One's house and walking in. You should have started that way.
I
They mentioned a multiverse. The triquetra, that charm symbol, is 3 different universes.
that is
The
interesting.
original
yes.
charm ones, those charm ones on the screen, and a group of male charm ones. That's a show. What they gave us was not a show.
I think maybe they thought perhaps we have more time, but y'all were talking so much shit, so they were like, let's just end this shit and
4
connect them
seasons. You don't
to
wait
the
4
other show. Okay, well, I mean,
I'm
look,
sorry.
every show can't be perfect.
Yeah, this one isn't.
Wasn't Alyssa Milano and all of them still like beefing? Like
They
20
still
years
fight on
later?
social media.
They still are.
They're still fighting. Yeah, they weren't gonna shake that.
The Vampire Diaries and the originals. This is probably one of those shows that goes down in my top 5 shows of my lifetime. The originals, that is. You want to talk about witches, you want to talk about magic users, werewolves, vampires, all the things. What you see before you is a family of blackness and supernaturals. Shalon, you are a fan of these shows. Tell us about Marcel.
Marcel Gerard.
Bottom
Yeah,
left.
that's
Bottom
all I
left.
need to say, honestly. Bottom
All
left.
day.
Yeah. Marcel Gerard is a very I guess you could say ruthless but passionate vampire in New Orleans who was turned into a vampire by the original family, Klaus / the vampire hybrid of the Vampire Diaries universe. He is essentially running the supernatural underworld of New Orleans. And for those of you who don't know the Vampire Diaries universe, a lot of the witches tend to be black. As they kind of establish in the first season, and then kind of as the series develops, you see that there
Use
are
me as much as possible. Use me and my abilities.
yeah,
Please let us save you.
yeah.
In fact, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say too, like one of the most powerful like witch families in the whole universe is a black family, the Bennett witches, who unfortunately get sidelined a lot throughout the series. Like our main witch right here, Bonnie, who cannot do a locator spell without her nose bleeding. So
I have a question. Would a Bennett family show work, like a spin-off where we focus
I think
on
so.
And Charm can
I
work.
think
A
so.
Bennett family can work easily.
I think so. Yeah. I think it's all about perspective. Like if you still wanted to go with the concept of the Vampire Diaries and the main plot, sure, but focusing on Bonnie and her finding the journals and grimoires of witches in her past, dealing with similar situations, it could have still been the same concept, you know? But I don't know, just I feel like this show, just this whole franchise, they take turns with whether or not they want to empower these characters versus they're just kind of there as plot devices, which is the unfortunate thing.
Yeah, one of my favorites is the bottom right. That's Vincent. Vincent, he's been in the actor has been in Umbrella Academy.
P-Valley?
No, just Umbrella Academy that I can remember. But he is a very, very strong magic user in this universe. Their version of the Supreme, based off Regent, is called a Regent, and he or she is endowed with abilities based off the ancestors, and he becomes that at one point. And even without his boosted up abilities, he is a force to be reckoned with. And he saves the day all the time. And what Shalon was saying, this picture above with all the women, those are the Bennetts, and each of them have died at the hands of colonizers.
The hands of colonizers are choosing to defend and protect colonizers.
Correct. Even now, they're defending a town.
Yeah.
Jasmine Guy was in this?
Who?
Yeah.
Jasmine Guy. Who was in this?
Jasmine Guy was the grandma. And then the girl to the right, I think she is from Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
And
that
B.
is
I didn't realize
Wait a minute. Where's Persia White at?
Persia White is a vampire.
Persia White was in this?
Persia White plays Bonnie's mother, who was a witch, but she got turned into a vampire.
Yep.
Is that how she met Klaus? Or did like Klaus?
Yeah, that's how they met.
Married off screen. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here! I gotta watch the show now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the reason to watch it, but if you definitely want to chime in, I will go in for season 5 and finish it.
I gotta skip to season 5. That's 4 seasons.
I will say I like originals more than Vampire Diaries.
I've heard a lot of that original. So originals is the prequel, right?
No, originals is a sequel show from the Vampire Diaries.
Oh, I thought
if you're gonna
originals
watch any one of those shows, watch the originals.
Mm-hmm.
It's more adult. It has some really complex. Each season is really rare that I've seen a show. Each season, the villain is like better and better and better and better, and they push the storyline better, and they do some really cool world building things. The magical system is cool. How they talk about werewolves and their origin is cool. Really, black witches are the cause of this entire universe.
Can I just say, I don't know if this is because I'm thinking about Buffy too. Like, we have a big bad this season, but we're going to humanize them season 2 and 3, and then you're going to love them and want them to be around. I'm kind of tired of that. They just be bad and leave it alone. That does happen here.
Who was the big which villain?
We have Damon at some point. Then we have Klaus.
Oh, Vampire Diaries. Okay, I was talking about the originals. Was villainized, was humanized for sure.
I agree. Yeah. Especially if you've kind of shown how they're just kind of like terrible, and then it's like, well, hold on, we have to give you a flashback episode as to why they are like that, so you can feel bad.
Father beat him up.
I don't give up.
Right? Yeah. You just killed Aunt Jenna, so it's cool. You can go.
Jenna, no.
My girl just found out about everything the day before, and then said.
The worst kill was when Tyler Lockwood when Klaus killed Tyler's mom, the mayor, in the middle of the town square.
That was
Okay. Wicked City. I'm a huge fan, and I'm close to 2 of these girls, but Wicked City is a really good show. It has had it's on the All Black Network, so it has those challenges of budgetary restrictions and things in the beginning.
As Charm did, so we don't mind.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It is. It's not the same.
It is. You doing the same thing the Supreme was doing on fucking Covey.
Restrictions from the UP, from the WB.
The CGI on season 1 of Charm, it was not hitting. I'm tired of y'all lying. That's all I gotta say. It's the same thing.
The budgetary restrictions for that network versus this network is not the same.
It's not the same, but I'm saying that's not a reason to not watch it. That's not a reason to not watch it. As I said, it's not a reason to not watch. There's no reason to bring that up. Nobody brings it up with Charm. But anyway.
Yes, they do. You did.
Well, I have to stand up for the people.
But this show is pretty good. It's pretty good. Has anyone else seen this?
I've seen
I saw season 1.
I watched season 1. I watched some of it.
You gotta go back because season 1 was hard to get through because of the budgetary restrictions and the special effects and honestly scripting and story beat and
losing everything.
Yeah, everything.
But as the show progressed, as the season, like this last season, I was really proud of the product they put out.
That's good. I recognize the actress in the middle because I feel like she submitted. He either submitted or auditioned for. There's a project I did a couple years ago. I think she might have submitted for it. Glad she's over here killing it.
Yeah. So check this one out if you have not. Give it a shot. It's All Black Witches, and they have different abilities. The one in the middle has mind control. The one to the left,
I love
Sharice.
And I like they're not all related. It's not like, oh, we're sisters and da 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 da. They are covenants come together.
Exactly. And it has Vanessa Bell Armstrong was in the first 2 seasons.
Calloway.
Is it Holloway or Calloway? Calloway. Armstrong's the same. Yeah, Calloway. She was in the first 2 seasons. And she has death magic, and she has like Phoebe type stuff. So it's pretty interesting. Check it out. And of course, the Abnormals.
Yeah, so I guess I kind of talked about it a little bit earlier. But yeah, supernatural series set in the fictional town of Briarfell, Maryland. That's kind of this safe haven for one of the safe havens for supernatural creatures throughout the world. They're all kind of in hiding for an unspecified reason that you all may or may not be finding out soon. But essentially, these towns are all meant to seem like normal places within the world, but really they're meant to conceal supernatural creatures. And the Abnormals follows a witch and her best friends, who are werewolves and pixies. The town has a little bit of everything going on, chaos all around, and storylines that kind of interweave with one another. Some that are just completely separate and kind of there to like help build up some of the characters and their powers. And yeah, if you like variety, there's supernatural elements. There's a lot of comedy. A lot of this series is inspired by things like Buffy, X-Men, Scott Pilgrim versus the World. There are a lot of sci-fi elements too that kind of all kind of come together in this little series that I've created. So yeah, check us out. We're on YouTube. See, the first 6 episodes are up, or first five episodes are up on YouTube, including, since it's February and Happy Black History Month, I have a season 1 special called The Black Voices of the Abnormals, where it's kind of like a deep dive in the first season. I talk about some of the artists that were featured, all of our Black talent. They have interviews throughout. And then season 2, which has longer episodes, more narrative driven episodes, is currently airing. And we're also in production for season 3, as I mentioned. So yeah, that's the Abnormals. Check us out, YouTube.
If you were to get picked up by any network, which one would you pick?
So I have always gotten CW jokes my entire career. So, but they've taken a huge turn from that. They're like a really conservative, weird channel now. But I don't know. I would love to be on a streaming site that's dedicated for us or smaller projects. I'm about like feeding, not the smaller guy, but like feeding the projects that don't get that much like weight in the industry. So if anything like Wicked City can thrive somewhere, I'd imagine that I can try to get that Abnormals to thrive somewhere too. So if it's all Black, it is on a streaming service called Resurgent TV that's based out of, I want to say, Illinois. But yeah, it's any smaller platform that can build up its own audience from there.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And here they are also behind me as my background.
Hey, cast.
Yo.
And on that note, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to run through quickly the supernatural movies we love.
Empire was top tier television. Okay, it was a Black soap opera, is what it was. Okay, it was a Black primetime soap opera, and I think people really sat down and just considered it that, instead of trying to make it like it was supposed to be some like incredible thought-provoking writing. Like, the writing was solid to me. Yes, they did a lot of soap opera tropes, but that's what it was. It had good music.
Drama.
Yeah, it had good music. You love the drama. You love the Cookie Lucius drama. You love the back and forth. Like, yeah, like you love. It was a journey. It just takes me. It puts me in a simpler moment in time.
And that is Geeking Out. You can find us every Monday discussing all geeky related subjects. Next week, we are doing also a supernatural breakdown as well. First up on the list, Michael, you've seen this?
I have.
All right. Tell us about Death by Temptation.
So Death by Temptation is a movie, I want to say early 90s that came out. It's about a seductress, a temptress, a succubus. I believe that's what you call the women version. And she is just sucking the life out of these men. Some of them are hot garbage, but cute. And I think it takes place in Brooklyn, if I'm remembering correctly. And it's so you have this boy who is like a goody two-shoes preacher's son who's coming to meet his cousin, who is Kadeem Hardison, stay with him. But she has her eye set on, I guess, corrupting him, basically. And I didn't watch this as a kid. So I watched this maybe 3-4 years ago. And I really enjoyed it. And I think a lot of people should check it out. It should definitely be up there. And I think the Temptress is a really good villain that doesn't get mentioned a lot.
She doesn't. And she hasn't done many things either. I enjoyed it too. And I watched this in recent years as well.
Is it considered a horror?
Yeah.
Okay.
a horror drama.
Okay.
We mentioned Bad Hair earlier. Shout out to Kelly Rowland for
Kelly
doing
Rowland, man, and the music. I was
exactly.
Janet
It's all
Jackson.
about that, right? I don't really remember the plot line.
You what?
I don't really remember the plot line.
Oh, I mean,
Uh,
go ahead, Michael.
Kelly. I
Damn,
don't remember. I know Kelly
I don't
Rowland.
remember either.
There's something going on with the hair being put in.
They were getting the hairs put in, and once they did that, it like gave them like this, obviously like this courage, and like they were more confident. But at the deep down,
Wow.
it was like turning them evil, and then they were preying on men with their hair, something like that.
I only saw it the one time. I know Vanessa Williams is in it.
I watched
I
it
want to
once
say
as well.
Laverne Cox is probably in it. I think
Usher's in it.
Oh yeah,
Usher's
yeah.
Kelly Rowland, Usher.
Wow.
But the music was good.
The music was good. I do remember the music being
Talking about your
really good.
playlist.
She was
that's all I
giving me
got.
Janet
Is the music.
Jackson.
Yeah, she's Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
This was written by Justin Seaman. It was. I'm not familiar with him. He's done. Oh, he is Black. All right, film director and producer. He's done Dear White People. Oh, okay. I get that vibe. Dear White People, Bad Hair, and that's it. And Haunted Mansion in 2023.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we love to see it, so we support you for that, sir. I don't remember too much about the movie. I don't remember if I just loved it. I don't think I hated it. I just remember it was just,
it was different.
I watched it for the cause. Okay,
and that's okay.
There's another one I don't.
Oh my God! Has anyone else seen it?
I did see Black Box. I think I did see Black. That had Felicia Rashad in it, right?
Absolutely. As a
yeah,
villain.
yeah.
Okay.
Felicia Rashad plays a villain in everything.
She needs
somebody
to
help
her.
Somebody help her!
She playing.
Well, I think she plays a neuro, either a therapist or a neuro something.
Well, she's not really. I wouldn't say a villain in this. I would say she's a little bit more on the complicated end. It's more of, I guess, her acting out a little bit more stuff. Go ahead and explain the movie, Timon. Sorry.
They unpacked her villainous. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
She's like Killmonger. She has a great motivation.
Right. Mm-hmm.
All right. So Black Box is about this movie about this guy who, he gets into a car wreck and loses his memory, and he remembers his daughter. But in this moment, to try to get the rest of his memories, he undergoes this procedure, and Felicia Rashad is his doctor. And he's starting to get haunted by these images of this different guy, and just this really funky image is haunting him. Long story short, you find out that Felicia Rashad has been trying to implant the subconscious of her dead son in his brain to take over his body. So she's mother once again, and so he struggled with, like, you think he's being haunted, but really it's the subconscious of the previous one trying to take over.
So Get Out. But
yeah, in a sense, but more active in the mental space. But I thought it was pretty cool. Her motive was justified. She lost not justified, but her motive was understandable. Beloved.
Traumatized me.
What'd you say, Car?
Traumatized me.
Yeah, this one was pretty rough. Has anyone seen this one?
No.
Touch me on the inside.
For me, I saw it one time when I was a kid. I got it mixed up with Color Purple. I was like,
got it mixed with Color Purple.
I mean, Whoopi Goldberg and Danny Glover are both in it, so I'm Oprah, not Whoopi.
Oprah, but I was like, yeah, I think
this movie is fun. It's it won a Pulitzer Prize. The book won a Pulitzer Prize. Beloved is about Oprah Winfrey's character who killed her baby, who unalived her child so she wouldn't have to endure the things of slavery. And in later years, that baby came back as a poltergeist and haunted the family and making them lose their mind and their health. And it comes back in the form of Thandie Newton, character named Beloved, and she does spell work and magic and stuff like that. Well, spells actually, to haunt this family. It's a classic Black horror film that I think everybody should watch. It's heavy on the trauma.
Yeah.
It
This
is trauma.
movie poster is crazy for that to be the synopsis. This looks
I'm
like
sitting here looking like this is like a drama, romantic drama.
It's
Like
terrible,
we're
right?
happy.
No.
What are we looking at? We're happy.
It's given we finally made it, but that's not what's
They,
going
they knew you didn't want to watch it, so they like, we need to make this a happy cover. It looks like they're gonna be
That's
free.
all beloved.
crazy. Wow.
inside. Touch
Definitely
me.
Yes,
giving-
touch me on the and she drools too. That's the other part.
Oh God. Now listen, you want to talk about supernatural creatures wrapped up in a not so horror movie? This movie is full of little witches and psychics running around this city in New Orleans. Have y'all seen this?
Yeah, I saw it for the first time. I think like 2 years ago, a year or two ago for the first time.
Shalon, you look perplexed.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was still looking up Beloved. My bad. No.
He's not perplexed. He's horrified. He's like, "Oh my God, this movie!"
No,
You
I
think
have not.
he's surprised?
I have not seen Eve's Bayou though. I have not.
Oh my God, it's funny for
Right.
one. It's really funny when it's not supposed to be, right? But that's what we laugh at. There's some really good moments in this. However, it's about Journey Smollett as a little kid. And look at this cast. This cast is loaded. Journey Smollett, Megan Good, Debbie Morgan, Samuel L. Jackson, Lynn Winfield. Diane Carroll is also in this, who plays Elzora. And she is a witch, for lack of better words, that people are afraid of in this town. And people go to her for curses and stuff. And you have Debbie Morgan, who is like this psychic who also does root work and does things for people in the community as well.
And she's cursed.
She's known as the Black Widow because all of her husbands die.
Which she needs a spinoff. That character I really would like to see in a spinoff.
I love Maynard the most. Oh well. But this
It's a
is
good
really
movie
good.
though.
Yeah, it's about this family. Cicely Tyson plays this mother, but really it's about the patriarch, the father side. Father lineage was played by Samuel L. Jackson. His sister is Debbie Morgan, and they too have magical abilities. It is not confirmed, but it's rumored because Samuel L. Jackson was a doctor. They're saying that he had healing abilities as well. But
he did.
he did, and he could throw that D too. That was one of his abilities in this town. Because he has an affair, but that's not, we're getting into that. But his daughter, Journey Smollett, has abilities as well, just like her aunt. What's her name?
Loved it.
Yeah, his house was good.
Oh, this is on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
I love the actors. Let's just start there. It's good to see her from Lovecraft, Loki. I can't remember her name, but
Mumi Masuka or something like
what
that.
else is she in?
she was in Loki season, all of them,
Oh.
and she was in Lovecraft Country
Mhm.
as the sister.
Oh, she's about to be in Ryan Coogler's new movie, Sinners.
She is coming up as well. Yep.
You know, his house was really good. I remember the first time I watched this, I fell asleep on it, not because it was good, it was bad, just because I was asleep. And I remember I woke up in the middle of the night on like one of the scariest parts, and I was like, "Oh my God." And I had to like go back and like everything. But no, it was getting a good little twist too that they do to kind of bring the scare together too. So yeah, definitely check out this one, his house.
Wunmi Mosaku.
There we go.
Yeah, one me. She's a
no,
jewel.
his house
Everything
was
she's
good.
in, I
That was a
love.
good movie about grief.
Absolutely.
This is another one that I thought I had an idea of what I was going to watch going in, and then it was not that, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what we got.
Yeah.
It was his directorial debut too.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was his first joint out the gate.
Go Twitches. Go Twitches.
Go Twitches.
I mean,
This is
they're
our
supernatural. We love Tia and Tamara. I mean, come on.
I mean, the corn though.
Yeah, it's that. It's definitely that.
Even for me, I love the Disney Channel.
I never got
Even
into
for me.
Funny enough, when they showed the like teaser for this before it was even announced they were in it, I think it was like one little like aerial shot of them that they show in the film where they're doing that spell. You didn't see their faces or any of that. And I remember thinking like, oh, it'd be cool if they casted Tia and Tamara in this. And then they announced that they were casted or they were the leads. I was like,
That's cool.
huh.
Manifestation.
Yeah. Yeah, Twitches, they're cute. These movies are cute.
The world
I
building.
wouldn't
was
mind another
cool.
one of these either.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If Anne Hathaway can come back for Princess of the Bride, we can get another Twitches movie.
If Anne Hathaway can come back for what?
Princess of the Bride.
Princess Diaries.
Diaries.
I know. I wanted you to catch it.
If she can come back for Princess Diaries, then we can definitely.
Which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Anyways, but anyhow.
Okay, y'all. Before we go home tonight, let us know who your favorite supernaturals are out of what we covered, just in general. JoJo.
Oh, so obviously we have Marie Laveau, Angela Bassett from Coven. Now I threw him in here, Dean, and what's this man's name in real life? I put it in there.
Oh, R.I.P. Ambrose.
What was it?
Are you talking about the actor who plays Ambrose or the actor who plays Dean Thomas?
Dean Thomas.
Oh, oh my gosh.
How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away with Murder. Alfred Enoch. Alfred Enoch.
What is it?
Alfred Enoch.
Him. So I just picked him as a random because I feel like no one would think to pick this wizard. Right? I don't think you would pick this at least. This one was just a random one because I love Harry Potter and they really didn't showcase anybody really much of color on that show. He was in it here and there, and then eventually he was just never seen again. So I just put him in here for a
splash of
just
color.
Cause really. Yeah, but really Chance Perdomo, cousin, just oh Lord, what do I say with this guy, man? Just acted his ass off, wonderfully done. Again, you don't really see many, men of color being witches. This was a new character for me, and I liked that they made him. And I can't remember if he was supposed to be bisexual or if he was just more like
he was bi
fluid. I like that they made him very queer. And he's obviously he's really nice to look at as well. Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ambrose.
Ambrose.
There's a rare like certain people like how people die early all the time, but like I just feel like he was one of those actors who was like, damn,
he was gonna go somewhere.
Yeah,
like you saw the potential.
Yeah, and all his castmates speak so highly of him. And it's just
like,
dang, I saw so many great things for you, sir.
Shocked.
Yeah, super shocked.
That was a sad day.
Oh, this is me. Hey. So I was greedy and kind of did 2 for my third. But first was Bonnie Bennett, for obvious reasons. The head witch, town witch, and Mystic Falls. Love her, hate her, dislike her, whatever. She's still that witch, and she does the damn thing. Leah's Akasha, just an iconic role for the movie to be named after her, and she's barely in the film, and she's the best part about the film, and she's kind of the only thing you're really waiting for. It's just phenomenal. The way she portrays her, she moves like a snake, very ethereal, very like I would have loved if the movie was just her whole backstory, and her backstory, Akasha's backstory, is like really twisted too.
It's amazing.
So we missed out on that, but she very iconic with this role. And what I came down from my 3, I guess I'll just classify as Castlevania characters, is Annette and Isaac. Isaac, I think, has a really strong character arc throughout the original Castlevania series. Him coming to grips with life and the importance of what it means to live on his terms and be like a free man in this time where slavery still exists, on top of him serving Dracula. I think is a really powerful story. It can be a metaphor for a lot of things too, not just for what he has going on. And I really like this portrayal of Annette in this, and how her magic is tied to voodoo magic. Her family is directly tied to the Haitian Revolution too. And I think it's just a really cool modern portrayal of a character like this. And I think it just speaks volumes to how we're getting in a decent place with representation and showcasing different cultures that are tied to the diaspora and things like that. So those are my three.
Have you seen the new season?
I have, yeah. I haven't started season 2 yet, but I have seen all of season 1.
Okay, you're gonna love what they do with her in season 2.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited.
Ooh.
Oh, right.
Now wait a minute, Car. Who? Tell me. I don't know one of these people.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Yes. Not
Let's see who we're
Larry.
gonna start off with right here. I mean, I'm gonna just start with my girl Loretta Devine as Missouri Mosley from Supernatural. Supernatural was on TV for 15 years, 15 seasons, and she only appeared she only appeared throughout the whole series twice.
Damn.
But as far as I'm concerned, she was very impactful. She appeared in season 1 and didn't show back up until like season 13.
Is she alive?
Spoiler alert: they kill her off and when they bring her back. But look, that's besides the point. That's besides the point.
Sounds like Supernatural. Sounds like Supernatural. Yeah.
You guys do not know what to do with their black characters. Oh my god.
They don't.
But
No, that's a
Missouri
huge
Mosley, I think she was really good in there. Loretta Devine, just in her one episode that she appeared in, I really wanted to see more of her. She was a psychic that was stationed, that was based in Sam and Dean's hometown of Lawrence, Kansas, and they showed up, and they were hunting down these clues, and it led them to her, and she was just helping them exercise a spirit that was still in their old home. Long story short, but she was very good. She's so cool. She's a psychic. I really loved her. We got Barry Morta over here. I have no idea what the MC wants to do with this guy.
Huh.
I have no idea what they want to do with the brother, but I see potential for him. Speaking of people who the MCU has no idea what they want to do with, let's talk about Blade. Blade, we got the Daywalker here. If it wasn't for Deadpool and Wolverine, we would not have another appearance of this guy. I hope that wasn't a spoiler for anyone who didn't see the movie that just came out last year. But I really enjoyed Blade. Honestly, I think what they did with him in the movie by like just reimagining his character and stuff like that, I think it was. I like when people take obscure characters and make them cool. Blade, as far as I'm concerned, was pretty obscure. He didn't even look like this. The man was British. I'm pretty sure he had a British accent. I think he was from the UK in the books. You know what I mean? But I love the whole reimaging that they did with the whole black leather. It definitely started a whole trend. I mean, I feel like most of our modern vampire hunter movies come from Blade. I feel like they're inspired by Blade. So shout out to him. And I had to bring up Larry Houdini after Mikey brought up Don't Look Under the Bed.
Larry's a deep cut. That's a deep cut.
Larry Houdini was my guy. I thought he was one of the coolest black dudes on TV growing up, and it's evident by how everybody dresses like him today.
He really was cool.
I was looking because I was rewatching. I was like, "Hey, yo, he has some fits in this joint." I'm like, that early Y2K fashion.
Yeah. What about that scene with him hanging on the monkey bars and eating that banana? How you feel about that?
When he was okay.
So there's some things that didn't age well, but you know what? Him and the girl are still friends, and that warms my heart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
They still cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you see that video they did for Halloween, I guess last year?
No.
Yeah, she did a whole video where she's trying to convince people she's not crazy and not still seeing her imaginary friend, and he's like, in it.
That's funny.
Video they do. Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah,
that's funny. That's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's hilarious.
Ooh, this is go.
Oh, okay. I have Tara from True Blood. I know a lot of people do not like her, but I like that she is not gonna let people walk all over her, and she got so much better as a character when she became a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to take a lot of more situations into her own hands, and she had a love interest at another point. Well, she had a few actually on the show, but then the Temptress from Death by Temptation we mentioned earlier. She's going to seduce you. She's going to know what your desires are, and she's going to give it to you. I believe at some point she is with a closeted man, and she grows a dick and then has sex with him. But
that's a good movie. I remember watching it. It was a good movie.
She's a force to be reckoned with. And we mentioned Claudia. I love that character. Even from the movie, I love how just vicious she is as a child and as an adult in a child's body. I love both actresses playing Claudia on the TV series. Like mentioned earlier, I think the one from the first season plays her younger very well.
Mhm.
And the actress in the second season plays her better as like a aged and more mature version of Claudia. Both calculated, both smart. Both are going to figure out how to get their way no matter what. And I'm going to talk my shit until I die. And I don't give a damn.
Period.
Yep.
Oh shit, is that?
Okay.
Julie James?
Not Julie James.
Is that Kima from The Wire?
It is.
That's the one I was talking about from
Vampire Diaries. Her name is Ketsia.
There we
Ketsia
go.
Ketsia is the matriarch of the Bennett line, and she is one of the strongest, if not the strongest, magical users in this universe. And I really enjoyed her. Next, if we go clockwise, is Lenore, who was an awesome witch, but she was possessed by Esther, an even more powerful witch, in one of the seasons of the originals, and she was a force to be reckoned with. And then we're going to move to the Bonnie Bennett, the savior, the scapegoat, everything that you need.
Africa.
She moved to Africa to speak.
She just to Africa.
She just went to Africa. We never heard.
Is that really what I forgot?
Yeah, in the finale of Vampire Diaries, they sent her to Africa to learn about.
So, like Aisha and Power Rangers, they just got rid of her and sent her to Africa.
And when we say Africa, that's what we like. Her passport just says Africa.
I forgot
it does.
Yeah.
So we're assuming she's in a tribe somewhere because that's all Africa.
They did that. Oh my gosh,
it's trash. And then next we have Vincent. Vincent, I spoke about him earlier, a former region of New Orleans, a very powerful Treme witch, and just a good character. He has a baby now with.
He does.
He has a baby with. He is the surrogate the sperm donor for Keelan and Freya, a werewolf and a witch.
There's a lot going on.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Like I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, it's a lot.
So make sure that you guys are telling us who your favorite supernaturals are. This has been super fun hanging out tonight, getting a little tipsy. One more week left of Black History Month, but here on Scream Kings, it's always that time. Thank you, fellas, for coming to hang out and sharing your supernatural loves. I'm Tamon Kane. You can find me here on Geeking Out on all social medias and here on Scream Kings.
Oh, is it me? Oh, I'm Shalon. You can find me on Instagram at skip_stew, STU, for Skip Studios. And also check us out on YouTube, Skip Studios, The Abnormals, and Poltergeist Hall. And hopefully you guys will be at BlurredCon, and we'll see you at our panel.
Yeah.
I am Mike. You can find me with Bobby on People Under the Scares podcast every Monday, and my handle is at ThacaryBanks86 on all the other social medias for any random shit going on in my head.
Where you going? You go?
No, go ahead.
Jojo. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Jojo Cortez.
And I go by the name of Carr. You can go ahead and find me on this podcast with these lovely gentlemen here. And you can also find me at my name, Carr Logan, on all platforms, KarLogan. And for me.
All righty. Well, again, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out and tuning in. And we will scream you later. Peace out.
Oh.